Welcome back to the Deep Dive. This week we're cutting right through the noise of the Afcon 2025 quarterfinals.
And what a weekend of football it was. Just incredible high-stakes drama last Friday.
Absolutely. So our mission today is to really analyze how the hosts, Morocco, and the defending champs, Senegal, got their spots in the semifinals.
And specifically how they did it, because they both faced, very different kinds of adversity to get there. It was a fascinating study in pressure.
Okay, so let's start with what everyone's calling the Battle of the Giants in Rabat. Morocco, 2-0, Cameroon.
This was huge for Morocco, just monumental.
Their first semifinal since 2004. But the big story, the really big one, is that they finally beat Cameroon.
They're a bogey team. And for anyone who doesn't know, a bogey team is like a curse. It's that one side you just always struggle against no matter what.
Exactly. So this wasn't just a 2-0 scoreline in front of a sold-out home crowd.
No, this was shattering a massive psychological barrier for them.
And of course, their star man, Brahim Díaz, he opened the scoring in the 26th minute.
But here's the crazy part. With that goal, he became only the second player in Afcon history to score in 5 straight matches.
Wow. The second ever. That's not just a nice stat. That says Morocco has a genuine history-making clutch player now.
It changes everything for them. But, it was interesting. After Ismael Saibari sealed the win later on, the coach, Walid Regragui, he really downplayed the individual brilliance.
Right. He was all about the collective effort.
He was. He said the real decisive factor was how they controlled the midfield, how they suffocated Cameroon's attack, and the fans, he called them the 12th player.
So if Morocco showed tactical control, the other match in Tangier was a whole different beast.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Mali versus Senegal was just a brutal, gritty West African derby.
A total grind for the defending champions.
100%. Senegal got their lead from Iliman Ndiaye, who basically pounced on a big goalkeeping mistake around the 27th minute.
But the whole game just flipped on its head right before halftime, didn't it?
It did. Mali's captain, Yves Bissouma, gets a second yellow. He's sent off.
So Mali has to play the entire second half with 10 men. And a lot of teams would just collapse there.
But they didn't. They showed incredible resilience, which raises the question, right? Was this just Senegal's grit winning out? Or did they just run out of steam?
It's a fair question. They created chances.
They did, but Senegal showed that championship mentality. They had to adapt. They formed this tight defensive block, and you just have to credit their keeper,
Edouard Mendy,
the veteran. He denied several late, desperate pushes from Mali. He really secured that result for them, proving they can win ugly when they have to.
So this all sets up a massive semifinal stage. What's the road ahead look like now?
Well, Morocco is through, and they're waiting for the winner of Algeria versus Nigeria.
Wow. A heavyweight fight no matter who wins that one.
Exactly. And Senegal, the champs, they get the winner of Ivory Coast versus Egypt, another huge matchup.
So the dream of an all-North African final is still alive. Or a North versus West African final.
It's all still on the table.
I think the key takeaway here for you is this kind of duality of victory. You have Morocco conquering this historical pressure with discipline.
And then you have Senegal overcoming that immediate chaos on the pitch with pure grit and experience. It shows there's more than one way to manage pressure.
Yeah, for sure. And Coach Regragui kept talking about humility, despite being the host.
Absolutely. Which brings us to, I think, the most interesting thought moving forward. Morocco just overcame this historical nemesis. They hadn't been to a semifinal since 2004.
So what's the bigger challenge for them now in the semis? Is it the skill of their next opponent?
Or is it the immense psychological weight of playing on home soil with all that expectation now that they've finally broken that curse? That's what we'll be watching for.